Let's see if they just work. I didn't change anything other than the titles. This is a great opportunity to just test, see if they just work. In the meantime, I'm going to launch Steam. I'm going to get the game going. I am so stoked that it works because they recently did a full release of the Complex Expeditions, which I have played through and beaten. And it is a great game. It's very polished, but it is not quite as charming as the early access version. There's some things, there's some content, some levels that I really, really liked from there. So I'm going to do the early access one and go on that journey with you. You are titillated. Ah, I see. I see. I also like titularis. That one's pretty good too. But I'm pretty sure that's not a word. It'll be a word just between you and me. Right? All right, let's go ahead and launch the game. And make sure I'm in my correct window. There we go. And everything should technically be working. But I'm going to double check for myself as well. Sometimes technology doesn't quite technology. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying. Oh, cool. So that works. I've got my save here. I've got this save. We are going to create a new tape. But I just want to check two things real quick. Okay, it's already muted. That's good. This is all very good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I forgot to do my obligatory YouTube poll. Oh crap, I can hear myself. All right, so that's there. I changed my name because I was playing with some streamer friends and their chats were calling me Dilf and Zaddy. Oh wait, it's Dilf Zaddy. I completely missed the Z for a second. Okay. So their comments inspired you to change it. Very nice. I like it. Are you feeling Dilfier and Zaddier as a result? What am I looking for here? Am I live? I should be. Well, I can I'm active. Well, I can worry about that later. It should be working just fine. Or not. It says it's offline. Oh boy, there's always something, isn't there? What's up, Maverick? How are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. I am doing the good old technical issues and troubleshooting. Can I end the stream just for one platform? I'd like to do that. Oh, it looks like that worked. Okay. So now the question is, how do I... It says it doesn't allow editing when live, but I'm not live. Oh, Lord. Gotta love TikTok, man. Gotta love it. And all the little fun, small mishaps that you have here and there. How is your day going, Maverick? It's good to see you. I was mentioning a second ago that I will be streaming Escape the Backrooms at some point, but I wanted to get started with this Backrooms game just because I was really, really enjoying it. I think you'll enjoy it too as a fan of the Backrooms, and I can't wait to show it to you in a moment as soon as I get my technical difficulties out of the way. Yes, that you are, Dilf Zaddy. That you are. I love that for you so much. Okay, we can edit it now. Can I get the stream key? That would be nice. Maybe I have to make a new one every... Oh, I think I do have to make a new one every time. Okay, well, you know what? Lesson learned. We won't run into this issue again in the future. If you use multiple RMVP add-on, you will be able to do it. Are you talking about for streaming? like multiple RTMP. Because if that's what you're referring to, I am doing a version of that. I'm using Restream just for TikTok. And then I am using, whatchamacallit, I'm using Atom Vertical for, well, I'm technically using that for TikTok as well, but it's also for YouTube. All right, so we're going to do encoder. We're going to name this. Yes, we're going to edit it. We're going to say doing more backrooms. Here, just so you guys aren't completely lost as to what I'm doing. Doing more backrooms. We're going to see, let's see if it comes up, the complex. The complex expedition, awesome. This is in portrait. Get our OBS plugin. Maybe I should keep it landscape, even though it's technically not landscape. That, well, I don't know, man. I don't want it to broadcast a landscape feed if it's not landscape. You know what I'm saying? Do be like that sometimes. Okay, so it looks like that's working. We're going to input our new information, which is not different at all. And see if that works. Okay, and then we're going to go live on TikTok. And it should be launching here in a second. Yes, it is. Oh, okay. Okay. It doesn't say portrait, but that's totally fine with me. It has the correct resolution and everything. So I think we might be good. It's just not up to date here for some reason. And that's totally fine. Oh, maybe if I just open this window. Here, I'll put music back on for you guys. Okay. Oh, there is a refresh button. Let me do that. And it should start working after I do that. Ah, boom. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I figured it out. The process is a little janky, but we are in luck. Hey, Zoe, how's it going? Glory, how's it going? This is the first Twitch of yours I've caught live. Oh, awesome. Let's go. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad you made it. It probably helps that I actually have a schedule now. You know, it makes it a lot easier for people to, you know, not be constantly lost as to when I'm live. Well, welcome to the chat. I'm very happy to have you. Oh, thank you. Add-ons on OBS you can with stream to two. Right. Yes, there's the Atom multi-stream, there's Atom vertical, there's Restream. I've used most of them so far. I'm actually planning on switching the setup soon, just so that you guys have an idea. Hey, Panda, how's it going? By the way, Panda, I'm glad you're here. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that you posted a video as I was going to do some troubleshooting, so I'll be sure to check that out later. I'm very proud of you for making that. So as I was saying, Maverick, the plan, since YouTube just implemented dual streaming with horizontal and vertical at the same time with the same chat, I may end up getting the Atom multi-stream plugin and then just use vertical actually, I'll also be using vertical for Twitch because Twitch is going to add vertical streaming. It's very complicated. And I'm mainly waiting for the changes to happen on the platform side before I get into all of that. Noob stream, learning how to use OBS, literally. I've thought about posting some tutorials here and there for OBS, but there's already like 1,000 of those. And that's not really the content I want to make. It's just something I kind of have knowledge on, you know? All right. Oh, nice. You updated the title. I love it. You know, just for you, I'm going to take the title you just updated it to, and I'm going to put that on the other platforms too. Well, I'm going to put it on TikTok at least. Perfect. We'll see how that works. It's like 6 minutes of rambling, so I'm going to apologize now. Panda, in my eyes, you never have to apologize for uploading or posting content. I think that's really wonderful that you showed up today, you made it, you did the ramble, you own the ramble. That's awesome. Hats off to you. Oh, awesome. And the TikTok chat is working. Beautiful. So with that being said, I can finally start the game. And just a quick recap for anyone who's watching, I'm going to start off with the complex expeditions and seeing how the stream goes. We may switch back to escape the backrooms. So if you're a fan of the backrooms, you are in the perfect stream right now. If you love staring at dark hallways, I'm your guy. Okay, this is going to be it. This is going to be the experience of a lifetime. All right, here we go. Sorry, I've got so many windows. Trying to figure out what is what. Perfect. So yes, we are going to create a new tape. We are starting this from the beginning. This is a playthrough just for the stream itself. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Like I said, there's 2 versions of the game. Both of them are phenomenal in my eyes, but right now we're playing the early access version because it has some levels that I really love.
2, 1, 2, mic check. This is Newman.
By the way, this is also the best Backrooms game I've ever played, in my opinion.
This is being documented by Newman Joseph Miller on June 24th, 19.
Oh, Caillou's voice is crazy. Why would it be in Caillou's voice? Zaddy. I can't believe I'm saying Zaddy now. This is it. 2 weeks of posting twice a week. So far, good progress. That is really, really excellent progress. Twice a week. Beautiful. And I am tuning into every video I see. It pops up on my For You page, Panda.
Or am I just going in blind?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they haven't gone through yet, so I think you're the first one.
I have to say, this non-professional voice acting is just so amazing to me. It's just so stellar, I think. There is a kind of, I would say, lack of polish to the game in a way that makes it even better. That just makes it so immersive in my eyes.
Also, don't go too far past the crawl stage there. We don't want you to get lost accidentally.
All right, I'll try my best not to get lost.
To be honest.
Still. We'll have to wait for further instructions to move, so just describe your surroundings whenever you see something new or different.
I want to acknowledge what you were talking about a second ago, Panda, with the keeping up with that goal of releasing videos, because I almost screwed up. Yesterday, I was having the hardest time making my videos. I was supposed to make them on Wednesday, but I was just feeling so overwhelmed with having guests and, you know, other things happening in life that just making a video on its own is hard enough, as I'm sure you know, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to record. And I knew that if I had done it, I would have felt so much better. And the videos, in my opinion, were not that great, but I showed up and did them, and that's kind of what counts at the end of the day here. Also, I apologize, chat, if you hear any blower outside, because there's gardening outside today. Okay.
Yeah, copy that.
We are making our way. This is the beginning. We are for sure going to get lost. It's going to be over. You've got to show me love. Heartbreaks and promises. I've had more than my share. I distracted him yesterday too. Yes, it was nice hopping into a call for a little bit and hanging out, Zaddy. I appreciate that.
It's an unusual.
I literally had
Wallpaper on all sides.
just had a ramble and then post. I didn't even watch them back.
It's also like
That's how it be
house
sometimes.
my guys.
Sometimes that's all you need to post, and that's what I'm trying to convince myself, is that my video doesn't have to be extremely good. Oh lord, here we go. I really gotta hand it to Zozie. She has to watch me play this crap all the time. Yo, Connor, what's up, man? Good to see you. She watches me do this. Yo, Rome GGTV. Yes. How's it going, dude? Oh, Lord. My goodness. I had to make... Yes. So, for context, Zaddy and I hopped into a call, and we discussed the podcast that I work on with Obi-Wan, and we talked about some dark fantasy ideas. We talked about script writing versus prose and the formatting, and you know, the means by which to create such productions. So it was really good. Albeit it was brief, but it was good. I love watching GGTV during lunch. Well, I'm really glad I just so happened to stream at a time that is convenient for you. That's really great. I'm tempted to play music chat, but I know there's some in-game music that comes up here and there, so I'm going to leave it off. Actually, I want to check something real quick. Do they have audio sliders? Man, there's so few controls in this game. I love it. Less is more. All right. I'm not going to lie. I looked up a chat and I read you're hot, and it's from Zozie, but I genuinely thought it was from Zaddy. From Senpai. Do you still go by, am I allowed to say Senpai? I'm scared. I have a fat math test after. Oh, dude, everyone on Twitch, if we could send our thoughts, our prayers, and our... Ooh, I love this room. If we could send our thoughts and our good vibes to Super Connor, he is taking a math test. So I wish you best of luck, man. And, you know, just try your hardest. And if things don't work out, it's not the end of the world. You know, just keep on chugging along. That's all I'll say. You know, that math test doesn't define the rest of existence, thankfully. Dude, I love this. You weren't even mentally there with me? I mean, I did my best. Oh, hi. I engaged in all the ways I thought were appropriate. I was asking you about your idea. I suggested that we expand it further in a document. I was engaged. I gave y'all awesome visuals. Wait, you did? What is this in reference to, Panda? Yes, my podcast with Kobe Wan. You're so hot. Oh my gosh. Panda, what do I do? Panda, help. What am I supposed to do with all of this? You're my man. Oh my gosh. Well, at least I'm caught up to where the chat is. Sorry, guys, I read a little bit slow. I read kind of slow. But here we go. He's mine. He's mine. That lemon head dude. I've never heard him described as a lemon head dude. But that's actually kind of accurate. And there are many instances where he pops up, so it is not out of the question. He's harmless. Zozie knows. She's been watching me play the game too much. She knows that. I have to say, chat, something that I find so incredibly simple, but just the most enjoyable thing when you sit with someone and maybe neither of you are talking to each other. You're not even in the same room, like you're on a call. Could be on Discord, could be on FaceTime, and you're each doing your own activity. It is the best. Matt Diaz, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I love these rooms. They are so cool. I don't know where I'm going, but we're going there. Rome GGTV. Is this a separate account? The homie told me about you. Really? How many Connors are there in chat? I'm starting to wonder. Are you guys spawning? Is there a clone army of Connors? You said you'd go to the bar with me? What? When did I say this? All right. Now I'm being incriminated. Actually, what did I say? I said I enjoyed Strongbow ciders. That's what I said. Amazing office space in here. I know. Isn't it amazing? This is, chat, this is why we're playing the early access version. It has so much variety to the types of office spaces. I never in my life thought I would be nerding out over pink colored doors from the 90s. Actually, no, the late 80s. But here we are. I'm just cruising around. Actually, I'm going to go back because I think that's actually backtracking. Why is there a doll? The doll is what you could say is the main antagonist. Oh, are you talking about this? That's Jascal. So if you're watching on the purple platform, and I just want to remind you, chat, that every so often Jascal will chime in. Just like right now. He just responded to Dilf Zaddy. But Jascal will say whatever you want him to, depending on his personality. So if you want to change that, just remember all those channel points that you're accumulating, those can be used to shift his personality. You can also use it to have me act a certain way. Also, by the way, Zozie, thank you for saying hi on YouTube. I'm glad it's working. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry. The red platform. I think we have to go upstairs here. I have no other option. Yes, so to answer your question, Connor, that is Jascal. He's based on the stock character Pierrot. Since I love clowns in general, I love clowning around. I love serious clowning around. Some people tell me I'm too serious. Sometimes Zozie says I'm too silly. But maybe that's the perfect balance of being a serious clown. You guys ever seen the movie The Crow? To me, that's a serious clown. That's like Batman and a birthday party in one. It's the greatest. Look at these rooms, man. This is incredible. I'm really glad I played this off stream because if I were trying to walk and chew bubblegum right now, I would actually be going in circles. I vaguely know where I'm going. I can tell when the architecture changes a little bit, but for the most part, kind of just lost. It's time. All right, it's time, Connor. Good luck with your test. Godspeed. I believe in you. You got this. You and me, baby. We zesty besties. Oh, wow. I never thought I'd say those words out loud. He belongs in the circus. What in the world? He belongs in the circus. I can already hear how you're saying that. Oh, the sounds are changing. Oh, Lord. Zozie wishes you luck. Connor, I wish you luck as well. Oh, yeah, it's playing the music. Is it coming from this room? Oh, it is. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at this music that's playing. I mean the red platform. I'm gonna sprint through it so I don't get copyright strikes. I'm talking over it. YouTube, you can't hear it. Red platform, you can't hear it. Okay. Whew. Oh, we survived. That was more terrifying than any entity we could run into in this game. It actually has real life consequences. I'm sorry, chat. I would love to go back there, enjoy the music in all its glory, but we gotta play it safe. Also, I had never really announced this on stream, but I suppose I should now. We have an entire soundboard available. We have a bunch of commands available. If you type !commands, you should see a list of all of those. And you can kind of mess around with those if you so choose. Those are separate from the channel point rewards. They can be kind of fun. And don't worry, Panda, at some point I will get your remote stream deck set up for me. Oh, look. We made it, guys. We are moving on to the next zone. What is this? This is the slowest elevator in the universe. Actually, no. The elevators at work are slower. Any job I'm at, if I'm running 1 minute late, that's the day the elevator decides we're going to go as slow as possible. It's just how it is every time. Annoying, but oh well. Well, this is good. We're making headway. We may actually get to see some pretty cool rooms on this stream here. We might make it to the pool rooms. My favorite, the carousel room. Actually, it's a close call between the carousel room and what I like to call the Shining rooms. There's a part that looks like it's from The Shining. Also, chat, you're about to witness the scariest entity of all time directly to my right. No, that's a newspaper. Directly in front of me. Soon we shall illuminate it with the oddly placed switch on the wall here. In 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Start reduced ironing plus washed. I don't know if we can beat this, chat. Look at that. It's sentient. It's not even plugged in. And it's here. Let's go to my spot, the drawing room. What is the drawing room? Cheap, divey, but great vibes and heavy drinks. Oh, okay. I love those pool rooms. People should make water park. Okay, I made a video describing exactly what you're saying, Glory. So I went to McDonald's the other day, and, you know, I was ordering my staple, my 2 McDoubles, my little slice of nostalgia, because I grew up having McDonald's. It's probably the reason why I'm at where I am in life now. Just a little too much plastic content in the brain. But anyways, I digress. I went and I ordered some McDoubles. And I was reminiscing about the good old days, the Happy Meals, the little toys that you got. And I thought, you know, a lot of these locations in the Backrooms, specifically the play places, ball pits, things like that, those are straight out of McDonald's, right? It's just, you know, sorry, this kind of just, got unnerved for a second. Those places are all taken from McDonald's. So I made a video talking about how I feel like there is such a missed opportunity right now for there to be experiences, attractions, escape rooms, mazes, all these sorts of things that are based on the Backrooms. And correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Maybe this already exists, but I'm not aware of them. And Gloria, I think you have a real great idea, what you're sharing. Yeah, I don't know. There's just things lying around. Zozie, I know you are not a fan of my Mickey D's Vice, but you know, listen, man's got to eat. And that's one of my guilty pleasures right there. That's some high quality American made food right there. Some good old McDoubles. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, chat. If there's any rooms you want me to stop in, just let me know. I feel like I'm getting kind of wrapped up. I'm getting lost in the sauce, if you will. And we're back with our friend. Did you hear that? Every once in a while, I swear there's a footstep that isn't my own. But maybe I'm just going crazy. Like, there it was again. But maybe it's just my footsteps that are echoing. Okay, let's try crawling under here. See what's going on under this crawl space. It's a very nice couch. What do you guys think? Should we take a seat on this? It's too bad there's no sit animation. This is so cool. I really love when the graphics, the filters, the way it's set up looks so hyper realistic. Just, so amazing to me. All right, let's keep moving. Papas. Yes. Don't worry, kitten. Daddy's here. I simultaneously hate it and love it when you do that. Because it's just so ridiculous. It's funny to me, but it's also slightly disturbing. What did Jasco have to say to that? Oh, honey, what a fabulous way to start a conversation. Are we talking about family vibes or something more spirited? That was very appropriate for this setting. I'm telling you guys, there's one thing the Backrooms is missing right now, and it's looks maxing. Definitely. I think that there was a huge burst of interest in the early 2020s. I can't believe I'm saying that already. We're not even out of the 2020s yet, and I'm already saying that. There was a huge burst of interest in the Backrooms in the early 2020s, and the reason why that has kind of stagnated, I already know this is a dead end. That's how much of a nerd I am. The reason that's stagnated is because there isn't enough looks maxing. This is amazing. Zozie was very disappointed when I got to this point on stream. She's like, just jump over it. But then it doesn't lead anywhere anyway, because when you stand up here, you can kind of see that it's just a wall back there. Very, very disappointing indeed. So we're going to head back upstairs. The camera didn't switch. Yes, it's because this is a new scene. And don't worry, every time you redeem the MOG, I'll still MOG, but I'll refund you too. Because it's not the full experience. You get it on the house. There's certain things on my stream that work, others that don't. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the technical aspects of it. And maybe I will fix it at some point. Maybe it won't be for a while, but it'll still be there and available. You'll hear the music. I'll at least make sure that works. Also, sometimes the camera switching was really hard on my PC. Oh gosh, this is a problem area, as you'll soon find out. You will see just how terrifying this is. YouTube, please don't get mad. You worked at I'm working. I'm out here working. Actually, there was a problem room that we completely sidestepped earlier. Not intentionally, but I've become so accustomed to the route to get through that I just, didn't go to it at all. I'm going to try going this way. I have a feeling that other crawl space leads to a room that we were already in. I don't totally remember, to be honest. But we're going to see. Ah, yes, this is the same room, because if I look to my left, boom. There's that crawl space. See, look. I've mastered the Backrooms. I know where everything is. It's only 600 million miles of hallways. It's not that hard to figure out, right? If anyone ever tells you that memorization is difficult, just remember that's not true. You can literally memorize a 2,000-page textbook in about 15 minutes. How you would do that, I have no idea. And I'm sure as hell not going to try. But it's probably possible. That's all I'm saying. Just because someone hasn't done it doesn't mean that, it's not possible. And maybe someone has, we just don't know about it, right? How about them apples? You ever considered that? You ever think about that, chat? Here we go. Jascal. Yes. Jascal actually has textbooks memorized. You know what would be really cool? If I could take Jascal offline, like make him local, and then feed him with only stream-related information, like make a custom database. That's a whole other avenue of figuring out that I would have to do. Oh, I see. You were threatening to do battle. Yes, I woot indeed. Are we celebrating today? Oh my gosh. Jascal just cannot be threatened. He's too happy about everything. I'm gonna run because I'm tired of walking down this particular hall. But also, I'm feeling kind of... Okay, let's go back. We are going back on a 10 of 10 stream streak. Let's go, Panda. I am so grateful to have you here for a 10 out of 10 stream streak. Okay, actually, I know where I'm going now. I know where I'm going. I remember going this way in a different playthrough, so this should be right. I'm really glad Twitch added that. It's an easy way to stay engaged without having to cheer or donate or subscribe. All those things that cost actual money. Being able to just show up to the stream, collect those points, and get a streak out of it is actually pretty awesome. I think that's a cool implementation that they did. Oh boy. Let me know if the camera gets too shaky as well. 17 days, 7 hours. I don't know why I feel like that number should be higher. I know it's cumulative hours, but Panda has been to almost all of my streams in most of their entirety. And 17 days just doesn't seem like as many as I would have thought. Because that means that I haven't streamed as much as I thought. 5 years, 4 months, 18 days, 17 hours. That is so awesome. Very, very grateful to have you as stream mama every day, Panda. You are the best. What isn't the best is the fact that I am definitely getting turned around. I don't know where I'm going. But that's okay. We'll just keep wandering around until we find the right path out of here. And I can tell you right now, this isn't it. There's no way to go from there. Yeah, these are all kind of starting to blend together now. The back rooms might be taking its toll. Those 600 million miles I memorized, well, apparently I didn't memorize this square mile, if I'm being completely honest. So we're going to go this way and take a right. But that leads back. Oh, wait. Okay. So this little fence here is actually a very nice point of reference. I personally love being lost in the back rooms, even if it makes my head hurt. Which it's kind of starting to right now. Because I enjoy going into the back rooms when there's different areas. Oh, I think we figured it out. Yes, we did. I have not seen this fridge before. You guys want anything? Well, too bad, because there's nothing. Oh boy, which way to go? Sometimes I take the darker route because I think, oh, well, there will be more rewards there. And I forget this isn't that type of game. You do not get rewarded for whatever route you take. You either make it out or you walk into a dead end or a slightly elongated route to the same place you're trying to get to. But this all looks new here, so that's a good sign. I mean, it doesn't look new in comparison to the very beginning of the game where all the walls looked exactly like this, but it's a new layout is what I should say. And actually the wallpaper is a different style. So we know this is a different area. I really hope you guys find this gameplay riveting and entertaining. It is on par with watching paint dry on the wall in some ways, but really, really intriguing paint, I might add. Also, I don't know what that beeping is. I assume it's my character's walkie-talkie. Happens every so often. But I'm not sure. Right now, we're just kind of coasting. Sort of ran myself into a position where I don't know where backtracking is. I have a feeling I'm going to end up walking in a circle, but that's okay. We'll just enjoy the process, I suppose. I mean, the lighting in this room is different. The random pillars are kind of a nice giveaway. Nice indicator of the room. Let's see what's over here. This looks like it might have more hallways. Actually, I'm not getting a good feeling about this. This is going back to, I think, where we were, so I'm not going to take this route. We're going to go this way instead. Now, I need to make a confession. And I need your guys' opinion on this as well. I can't handle very much pizza. I got a comment today on my last video that I posted where I talked about living alone for the first time. And someone told me that I have a lack of tolerance for gluten. And I was taken aback by this. I ate an entire large pizza when I was on my own, and I got super sick. So I need to ask you guys, is there something wrong with me? Should I be able to eat the whole pizza? You tell me. Well, pizza is pretty carb heavy. That is a fair point. Yes. But also, I'm thinking maybe it was a coincidence. Maybe I had no problem eating the pizza. I just happened to be starting to feel sick as a result of something completely separate. Because I was in bed for the next couple days with flu-like symptoms. Probably more than not being able to eat a whole pizza. Perhaps, yes. Well, the person who commented said they can easily eat 6 whole pizzas, and they were disgusted with my lack of ability to eat them. So I was like, God damn it. Okay. Have we made any progress here? I've never seen you eat a very large meal in one setting anyway. You're more of a grazer. In your defense, Panda, I don't know if you've seen me eat very often in general, so that's completely understandable. But poor Zoe had to witness me. It wasn't on FaceTime, thankfully. But the other day, I had not really had much throughout the day, and I was like super hungry. So I ended up having for lunch a flauta, a plate of pasta with rice, or sorry, I should specify what's on each plate. Sorry if that's loud. A plate of spaghetti, a plate of flauta and brown rice, and then another plate of 2 pieces of chicken and more rice. And on one hand, she's like, oh, that's great. You know, you're having your lunch for the day. And on the other hand, she's like, whoa, whoa, slow down, slow down. That was way too much. I take that back because we went to town with Elias when I was into... Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, Panda. That was such an awesome day. That was such a great day hanging out with Elias. And that food was so delicious. He took us to a really great spot. Oh, man. We need another day like that. I'm telling you. That would be fantastic. And here are those same bloody pillars again. Oh, boy. All right. I already know what kind of stream this is going to be, chat. I am going to be yapping and wandering and going crazy. I already know. Because I'm not super familiar with this room anyway. Whoa, I did not mean to spin that fast. Apparently the mouse sensitivity is broken in this version of the game. I don't know why that would be an issue. But you know what? I'm not a game dev, so I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to assume that making a game, even one as seemingly simple as this, is very hard. And I'm just grateful to the developer and amazed by the amount of effort, time, love, and care that went into this. Because it is one of my favorite gaming experiences. Literally, just walking around. Atmospherically walking around. The new game is even more polished, or I should say the full release is even more polished. But this is just so charming in its own way. And there's more content to it. It's longer. But I think we're in luck because we just found a new area. We are moving. We're making headway. So let's go ahead and crawl into this vent. What does it say here? Thank you for shopping with us. Merry Christmas. Please return your baskets here. Okay, well, Merry Christmas to you too. Mr. 1988. Howdy. How's it going, Zozie? I'm back in your favorite place. Crawling through the air vent. Crawling for an hour and a half. Ah. Yes, it's good. It's very good. We just need to get to the other side. And hopefully there will not be more yellow wallpaper. Because my eyes are starting to get tired of it. Though, probably was a mistake for me to set my stream light over on this side with a yellow filter. Or a yellow gel. So. Okay, so I gotta cook. We have to go eat with Elias. Whiskey, bacon, waffles, and what else? I will be forced to make lasagna. That'll be part of the plan. And when that day finally comes, Panda, I will regret having said that. Okay. Things have changed. This is good. We're in the Ichi-san hallway. How long ago did you make that request, Panda? It's been almost 6 years, if not 6 years already. It's just, yeah. It do be like that. That's okay. Better late than ever, I suppose. But actually, in my defense now, I have learned how to cook some decent meals. Granted, I need all the ingredients nicely laid out in front of me, and I need very, what'd you say, in-depth instructions, but I can do it. I can go through the motions, I can do the actions, and the food will come out edible. Sometimes good, but mostly edible. And it's good. I'm proud of myself for that. 3 years ago? Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. Well, I appreciate that. I remember that. A lasagna-filled family gathering sounds divine. But you know, my mom's secret recipe is like a treasure, darling. Maybe we should cook together one day, sprinkle in some love, and serve it with a fabulous side of sass. What do you think? Let's bring the drama to the kitchen. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine Jascal in the kitchen? Could you imagine? I couldn't. I'm going to end up doing a kitchen stream, and it's going to be a complete disaster. My man's going to be sabotaging me the entire time. Just you wait. Causing all kinds of problems. All right, we made it to the subway. I am finally not totally lost. I loved your burgers. Oh, I appreciate that. I did my best to make some good burgers that night. Oh God, more of those hallways. I am not going down there. Thank goodness it did not allow me. Not as good as the garlic. What do you mean? Just like eating straight garlic? I might agree with you. That is one of my favorite aspects about cooking, chat, is once you learn to appreciate individual ingredients more, it makes the food tastier. Like, okay, I don't know if y'all ever played Oblivion, but you used to be able to increase your XP just by eating random things, and you'd learn another quality of that ingredient or another ability it had. And so that's me in the kitchen. I'm literally standing there just sampling all of the individual items that are there so I can understand their uniqueness. And it has actually challenged me to taste food that I normally do not like. For example, I always tease Zozie because I don't like sour cream. Just cannot stand. Just not a sour cream guy. But if a sauce or a recipe calls for sour cream, I'm making it, man. I'm tasting it. I'm trying the sour cream. And I have a deeper appreciation as a result. I want cheese. Oh, that sounds good too right now, if I'm being completely honest. I love your buns, Ro. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Zaddy. I'm glad you like my buns. Hey, hey. Leave his buns alone. Oh, God, I almost hit my head. You need to leave his buns alone. What? No, you. I'm possessive over my man. Back. Oh, my gosh. Can I cook for you, too, when I come into town? I take dumps on windshields. Wow, that took another turn I was not expecting. I love sour cream. Even if it makes me sick, I gotta have it. Really? Wait, why does sour cream make you sick, Glory? Now I'm curious. It doesn't make me sick. I just don't care for the taste. But you and Zozie both seem to really like sour cream. Oh God, YouTube is going to be like, I'm sorry, Red Platform is going to be like, what is this music? Get this off of the stream now. Oh, no, that's a dead end. Mac and cheese. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm going to sound so unknowledgeable right now. What does sour cream have in it that's like dairy or lactose? And whatever the answer is, chat, it's going to blow my mind. I'm telling you right now. Free food is free food. I feel that too. I'm kind of with Zaddy on the free food is free food story. I was gonna make Rome and Zoe Southern baked mac and cheese. It's cream, Rome. Well, there's all kinds of cream. All right, just like what is the origin of the cream is what I'm asking. Cream comes from cows. Cows. Oh, okay. Wait, but all cream? Cows, Rome, cows. Oh my God. I gotta end the stream now. My entire world has been flipped upside down. Ooh. Oh God. Zaddy. He's still there. And he's gone. The lemon head man has vanished. Please tell me you guys heard that. Oh God. Oh, great. Why are they moving? Ah! I was wrong, chat. I thought I had skipped this area. This is in fact the area. Oh God, no. Go back. Go to the other door. Get me out of this room. Can I close the door? No, I can't. Just go. Just go. That thing is definitely following us. I can't tell how antagonistic it is. It just threw some little toys at me. I am going this way. My gosh. Ooh, this room is kind of cool. Chat, can we all just hang out here? Oh, wouldn't that be sick? I mean, I love my living room that I'm in, but if we had some kind of space that we could all share, you know, just like hang out, watch TV, play games or something, do a live broadcast, IRL stream, just chatting, that would be amazing. Hang on, I need to scroll. I got you, Vaz. He's my baby. Clip note. Okay. All right. Simmer down, guys. It's fine. I'm gonna treat you like the king that you are. Oh my gosh. I'm taking you on a date to Norm so we can have breakfast for dinner. Oh boy. Wow. I have never been treated to such a... I think that may be better than going to a steak restaurant in Beverly Hills right there. That's unbelievable. He's my bae. I like that. He's my bae. Baby. There was just a fight. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. I'm wiping some of the dust and shrapnel off of my shoulders after witnessing that. Goodness gracious. Okay, where am I? Am I back in the same area? He belongs to the fabulous world of creativity and talent. Oh my gosh. Yes. Jascal. Never change, please. Never change. Okay. Hang on, let me just Gosh darn it. This thing is so annoying. I love him just the way he is. Aw. Boogies and all. Thank you for the reminder to clean up my boogies. Okay. We are back on track. We're creeping through. I love you too, Zozie. Okay. Is this a new room? I need you guys to be my short-term memory for me. Can we pull that off? No, this is not. This is going to lead me back to that one place with the scary guy, right? Has 2 hallways. Yep, this is it. No, I'm not going that way. Actually, it just led us in a circle, to be honest. Yeah. I am super lost. I have the memory of a gnat. Well, panda. I have the memory of not a goldfish, the animal, but a goldfish, the cracker, the snack. It's not even alive. That's how short my short-term memory is. I have the memory of a mosquito. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think, what do mosquitoes even think about? Hey Rome, sorry for not being in your streams. CJ, I'm happy that you're in my stream now. You never have to apologize for not being in my stream. First off, hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. And second, to be honest, I haven't been streaming as much as I probably should have, so it's okay. Oh, praise the heavens. We found the elevator. Oh my gosh. This is phenomenal. Here we go. How have you been, CJ? What's good? Do you also enjoy partaking in wandering around dark hallways such as these? Cafeteria reception. Oh, more music. I'm doing a DIY roller coaster project. Oh, man. Tell me more about this project. I'm really excited because I've been on a Disney lore bender recently, like, you know, abandoned park stuff and those sorts of things. So the idea of a roller coaster just sounds super cool. And the reason I walk back to this room, Panda, is because I wanted you to be lulled to sleep by this very comforting lobby carpet. Imagine if I just set up my laptop, just do my streams right here. It'd be perfect. If we had this space all to ourselves, we're just wandering around. It'd be incredible. I'm gonna fancy my way throughout it. Carl Johnson, 56 Hunter. You good, bud? You are welcome whenever you want. Wait. Sorry, some fluff just flew off my face. Onomatopoeia. I like this area. You guys will see why in a second. This is my second favorite area in the game. Oh, hang on. Let me switch something just real quick. There we go. Rug. We have to use a marble as... Oh, as the person. But I'm going to make an electrical conveyor for the roller coaster. Well, if at any point you would like to share, CJ, if you post a picture of your project in the Discord, I would love to see the progress you're making on it. Oh, this is the room. I'm going to turn off my flashlight. You guys ever seen the movie The Shining? This is it right here. This is what it feels like. Imagine a walking simulator that is a true to life scale of different movie sets. I'm going to get lost in here for a little bit. The way through this area is pretty simple and straightforward, but I don't like that. I like this Tower of Terror look. And I'm really glad you said that. It looks like the Tower of Terror, Maverick, because that just made me even more interested in the roller coaster story. The roller coaster journey. Okay, that's the same room. I'm going to try every door here. I'm doing a hard sketch. I can send the picture of it if you... Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see a picture of the sketch. All right, chat. Give me your thoughts. Scale of 1 to 10 on this bed. The frame, the sheets, the cover. Well, you can't see the sheets, but the nightstand. This is very medieval looking. It vaguely reminds me of Hearst Castle. Have you guys ever seen that? You ever want to go to a liminal space in real life? Go to Hearst Castle. I went there twice in 2 years. It's my favorite place on Earth. Not kidding at all. I freaking love Hearst Castle. It's in the perfect location. A Lady Gaga music video was shot there. The rooms are incredible. We went on a tour where our guide was so cool. He let us go to certain areas that normally aren't available to the public. And I was just in heaven. Like, if there's a Club 33 for Hearst Castle, I'm joining it. That is my whole being right there. I've never been in this room, actually. This is kind of cool. Granted, it looks kind of like the rooms from before this level, so whatever. Mama Rome and Rome gifted to... Oh, sorry. I am missing some context here. Why does the chat keep scrolling on its own? Oh, the rug. I remember. Okay, I'm going to open Discord and check this out. Let's see what channel you put it in. Or I can check it out off stream if you prefer. Just let me know. It looks like a torture. It's a 5 out of 10. It looks like a torture chamber. -1, like level -1 from Backrooms. Escape together. Wait, really? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Maverick. I was reading Panda's message and then I read Zosie's and then I read yours. So I'm a little slow on the uptick here. General chat, you don't mind. Perfect. Let's see. All right. We're going to go to Discord. Just want to see the... Oh, this is cool. Okay, so... motor power source switch. Connect the option. Does it say the connectors are optional or this section is optional up here? So I'm guessing the marble needs to convey its way up this section and then it'll just drop down here and then follow along the rest of the track. Oh, I'm so excited to see this when it's done. I'm so excited. Well, I'm wishing you best of luck with this project. That's really awesome, CJ. Okay, back to the medieval torture bed. And oh, this is the end of the hall. Dang it. There's not more here. Connectors. Okay. I hope you heard everything I said. If not, I will go back and look at it again. But yes, I just opened it. I thought it was super dope. CJ. I figure it's going up. The connectors are optional, and then it's going to go down and around on the track. Hang on, I gotta take this in one last time. Guys, I want to shoot a movie scene in a location like this. Just two characters standing off at a distance. And it's very quiet, and it's very retro feeling. I couldn't change the stream title? Huh. Well, if you type it in chat, Senpai, I can change it for you. 305, 318. Ooh, you guys. I think this is based on Borders. Do you guys remember Borders? The bookstore? This is a very similar sort of layout. Also, I want to check that hallway I passed, but I need you to see this first. The red trim at the top. What does that say? Fish. That's an L? Yeah, it's just scratched out a little bit. Fish lion? Please pay here. Pristine. This is crazy. I love Zilf Daddy. I'm his man, and he's my man. All right. I suppose I'll entertain that. Oh, why did it do that? There you go. You also get a free stream title change. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. You good with that? Then I have a volcano project, but that should be easy. Oh, awesome. Okay, this is the hallway, right? Yeah. We're going to go travel down here. There is a door in the room I was just in, but I don't think I've been down this way before, and I want to check it out. I think it is based off the... Oh, I see. Both these doors lead the same way. I saw a video. I should link it. I'm going to do that right now. You guys can see here in a second. I watched this video that talked about the origin of various Backrooms locations. And I want to find it here. Sorry, I was looking at a bunch of random stuff and listening to music. Oh, Zosie and I were nerding out over music, and then I was listening to fashion music, and then I was watching my own videos. So who took these photos? Actually, I'm going to link each of these so you guys can see. And then Ichi-san. We'll start with this one. And just as a reminder, if you are not currently in the Discord, I highly encourage you to join us because it is a place where we can share all sorts of weird liminal space content and other things outside of that. I do play other games besides Backrooms games. Right now, this is just the genre that I'm really into. Actually, I think it's Where Did These Images Come From Part 2. That's where it talks about that. But each video is interesting in its own right, so I'm just going to share all of them. And if you ever want to hop on and play a game off stream, just let me know. I would be more than happy to do so. Panda, Petty, and Senpai and myself hopped on the other day, and we had a really good time just hanging out, just enjoying games together. So if you're interested in this sort of stuff, I just posted those videos in the share content channel, and I hope you enjoy them. And anyone who is not watching the stream right now, they can watch those, and hopefully they'll enjoy them too. I'm glad I crack you up, Zaddy. I'm really glad. You're welcome. If it turns out I could possibly get it presented on our engineering field trip. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Do you know where you guys are going for your field trip? Like what sort of place do they want to take you to? I just want to check this hallway real quick and then we'll jump into the elevator. Also, one thing I find hilarious is you'll see it when we go back next to the elevator. There's just a garden hose. It's just a garden hose all wrapped up. It doesn't make any sense. You'll see. You finished work early. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I should be able to hop on and play. The only thing I have to do is record a short video to share with you guys, and then I have to edit a couple long forms that I shot yesterday. But outside of that, I should be free. I will just be, of course, spending some time hanging out with Zozie today as well. But maybe we can all hop into a call, and if you want to play something, I'd be more than happy to jump on. That was a lot of fun last time. German cheesecake, or I can make banana cupcakes. Oh, Panda, you would really appreciate this. Gosh, I don't know the name of it because it's in German, but my aunt, who is German, she was staying here this week with her husband, and the food she made, it was, oh, I don't even know what it's called, but it was meat with a pickle in the middle. It had red cabbage, and they look like potatoes, but they were dumplings. And granted, I was really hungry, but I scarfed it down in about 30 seconds. It was so good. Okay. We took one last round trip tour here. We will come back. Yes, being unhinged and dying of laughter, that is the best part. I love hanging out and doing that stuff. A Reuben sandwich, those are delicious too. Actually, Zaddy did invite me and Jesse to a sandwich place a while back, and that was awesome. Oh, here's the hose I was talking about. It's just like, why? Why is this here? But also, why is anything here? It's the Backrooms, you know? We went to this sandwich shop, and the food was super good. A big soccer stadium, but it's somehow at science-related events. Oh, they must be using the stadium as a space to host maybe like some kind of exposition. I thought for a second maybe you were studying the architectural integrity of the stadium itself, you know, as an engineering project. Oh, chat, look. Look where we are. We're here. We're in the pool rooms. It's about to happen. About to creep through. Look at that lamp. That's cool. I'm going to turn off the flashlight for added ambiance. See if we can crouch through here. Go prone. Oh my gosh, Panda. You want to be able to tell people. You made a sandwich for some. Potato dumplings and Raladin. The hose. Yes, there was in fact hose on the wall there. What your aunt made sounds kind of like Polish. Golapkis to me. So maybe there's a German dish like that. Yes. I will ask her again what the name of it is, and I will try to remember. Oh, hi, I love you. Thanks for joining the stream. That's a very nice name. I'll try to remember what the... I'll ask her what the name of it was and then post it in the chat. But yes, we've made it to the pool rooms. I will say, in the full release of the game, the pool rooms are a little disappointing. They're very short, but here there is there's more substance to it. I love this so much. This is one of my favorite aspects about the Backrooms, or the pool rooms. I can't decide between the pool rooms and the room that I was nerding out about earlier. Was it thin meat rolled up? Yes, it was. It was a thin red meat, and it was held together using a tiny metal hook that you know, you take the hook out, and when you eat it, there's a pickle in the center. So it was really good, but I've never had anything like that before. Okay. Yeah, it was that with dumplings and then red cabbage. I'm not a big fan of cabbage, but you know, I ate everything. I cleaned the plate. I thought it was delicious. Oh, pools. My mom uses toothpicks or string to tie hers. Ah, I see. So that is a, so that tying up or holding in place is related to that dish or that method of preparation. That makes sense. Amazing pool. I love how blue the water is too. It almost looks like chemicals as opposed to just, you know, clear water. Maybe that's just the way the color grading came out for the dev. I don't know. Are we getting frame drops? Oh, we are a little bit. It's kind of chugging. Something about looking up at that sunlight. It's making it chug. All right. I definitely passed one of the routes to get out of here, but it's only because I want to experience this area in as much detail as possible. It's so amazing. Alex, how's it going? Good to see you. My mom doesn't put pickles in hers, though. I see. They're made differently depending on the region. Okay, that makes sense. This isn't the door I came out of, is it? Is this a different elevator? Chat, short-term memory check. I need you guys. I don't recognize this. No, it can't have been because I went down a long hallway before I went this way. So I have never seen this door before. I'm a little concerned. There's another room I completely missed. Let's go back. We're going to go down this way. This might actually be a dead end, to be honest. Go back this way and go down the stairs. But if there's an elevator down there too, I may just opt to take this one because I don't know where this one leads. Unless there's just multiple exits, I don't know. Since my mom's family is close to the French border, it's a little close. Oh, I see. It's closer to French food. You know, there is a French restaurant near where I live, but I haven't been there recently. And I kind of am craving that right now. I'm going to have to drag Zosie over to that restaurant. I think that would be Awesome. And I think there are actually 2 exits out of this area. So we'll check out the other one here in a second. Drools whilst trying to access memories. All right, Zozie and Panda, we got to get our gnat and our mosquito brains working here. We got to figure out what route we were taking. I'll take you. Zaddy, I need your professional opinion on Mimi's Cafe. Please. You don't need to drag me unless you want. Oh my goodness. Why are you always sweet talking the streamer? Rome, extremely random question. What do you think of our RGB lights? I think they're cool. I used actually the first light I ever purchased for the stream was an RGB light, but it wasn't bright enough. It wasn't powerful enough, so I did more research into lights, and I finally happened across the ones I'm currently using. I don't know if I have them listed on my... Oh, yes, this is the door. This is the stairway I was talking about. I don't know if they're listed on my About page on the purple platform. Oh, there's a cool room here I have to show you guys. But RGB lights are decent depending on their use case. What I prefer to do personally, CJ, is I throw gels onto my lights. You can't see them right now, obviously, because they're off camera, but I have a yellow gel here and a pink gel over here. You can see there's a slight pink cast like on the side of my face. And I mean, this looks kind of normal, but it's a little more yellow than usual. So all those are just thin sheets of paper, transparent paper that I put over the light, and it changes the color. That way I can have a little bit more control. With RGB lights, sometimes you have to have a separate app. You have to control them in a specific way. I think being able to use the gels is easier. Let's play. Zaddy, I have a feeling this was written here for you. Look at the treehouse. Let's play. You want to play. Mimi's is okay. Price is average. Food tastes good. Yeah, I feel like the dishes I've had at Mimi's are very hit or miss. There were points in time where my mom and we'd go to Mimi's all the time. Like, that was just a go-to comfort place. But I started ordering different things, and I'm like, I don't like this so much. Very Americanized French food. Yeah, that's a good way of... I was actually going to say that earlier, and I'm glad you said that. Because I don't know if I am aware of any authentic French places to compare it to be honest. Let's go to NOLA. What is NOLA? Never heard of that. Ooh. We're hearing things. We're hearing creepy things now. See, if I'd gotten to the elevator chat, we wouldn't have discovered this entire area. Y'all should come out for my birthday weekend, because I'm going to be there. What is NOLA? New Orleans, Louisiana. Oh. Gotcha. Actually, I want to ask you, Senpai, are you aware of any authentic French cuisine restaurants in our area? Because I have not been to them if they exist. Look, Glory, more pools. Undiscovered pools with natural lighting shining through. Oh, there's the elevator. That's a completely different elevator. Now I'm genuinely curious which elevator to take. It's going to be my 40th birthday. Ooh, we got a big birthday coming up. A milestone year. But really, in actuality, Panda, you're gonna be 32. So, fine. No, yeah, I can't think of any either, to be honest. I don't know of any French restaurants around here that are like highly acclaimed or anything like that. I only had authentic in Japan. Really? That is not where I would have expected to have had French food, to be honest. Beautiful pool rooms, Italian. Yes, I totally understand. I'm looking at the chairs across the way over here, and I'm just like, I feel that. I feel that so much. It would be so fun to have Natalie, Loca, and Cookie and Roman Senpai in New Orleans partying on Bourbon and Canal. That does sound like a really fun time, Panda. Are there any particular spots out there that are your favorite to go to? Dude, we're discovering more and more backrooms here that I was not aware of before. Why did the developer make it so easy to leave? I just want to stay here forever. The food is fire. The live music is fire. That sounds wonderful. I love me some good food, music, and company. Oh, that's the best. Can I actually walk through this? Or is it long? No, it's not. Where does this lead? We're in uncharted territory, chat. Maybe there's another elevator we don't know about. Wouldn't that be cool? Royal Street is great too. What's happening on Royal Street? Tell me more about that. Ooh, we can go up here? What's up with this water though? You guys see this? It's like black sludge. It's not even water. The other stuff looked like chlorine chemical water. This is just... It's just venom from Spider-Man. I just love walking the French Quarter. Royal is Baby Bourbon Street. Okay. Look, there's more sludge here. There's an entire room over there that's inaccessible. That's interesting. All right, well, I guess it's time to head back down. There is one other route that I missed earlier. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we have been broadcasting for an hour and 30 minutes. The time has absolutely flown by, which is really saying something because we're doing a walking simulator right now. I am just having such a good time hanging out with you guys. I want to give y'all a shout out real quick. Glory, Panda, Senpai, Zozy, Alex, CJ, everyone who has come through, said hi, hung out in chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, so that's what my character looks like. He's actually holding the camera. And it's from the perspective of the camera. That's neato. Okay, it looks like there isn't anything over here, which is... Wait, I thought that was a pillar. That's actually a pathway. Oh, it goes deeper. Goes deeper. Where am I? Just as fun, but less crowded, and it's a street. It's a street over, I see. Yeah, I can imagine events like that get really, really crowded. And it's very nice to get some relief from that rush of people. Crush of people, I think it's the proper expression. And I have to say, and you'll get this since you were over here, Panda, one of my favorite things about where I live is the fact that I have close-ish proximity, close-ish access to the Los Angeles area, but I don't have to experience the busyness of it. the congested parking and all those sorts of things. Guys, look at this. The tile is different in this room. This is just like Hearst Castle, except at Hearst Castle they have real gold ingrained in the tiles too. It's pretty incredible. The water is without the chemicals we're not supposed to... Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so that was normal drinking water that we just looked at. It just wasn't treated to hide what was in there. I love that. I haven't had a chance to explore the garden district yet. Look at this, guys. There's a... Wait. We're at the beginning. We did a full-on loop-de-loop. Well, that's kind of cool. That means now we can go to the other elevator door. What's up, Victor? How's it going? I never go during Mardi Gras. That's too much. Oh, I could imagine Mardi Gras would be super duper busy. That would be absolute craziness. Chat, I'm trying something. Every time the feed shows me someone is watching for more than a few seconds over on TikTok. What color would that platform be? The blue platform? Is that appropriate? What are the official colors of TikTok? I don't know. It's kind of ambiguous. But every time someone is in that chat for an extended period of time, I'm just going to call them out, see how long they last. See if anyone responds. All right, let's go back up to this hallway. The fabric district out there was amazing. I need a fabric budget and an empty suitcase next time I come to visit. Yeah, that would be a really awesome time to actually go pick up some items as well. That would be great. Okay, so that's the stairway. I know where we're at now. If we go this way, we will definitely make it to the lights that I'm thinking of. I have to deal with the awful LA parking and traffic. Yeah, I would have so much anxiety if I had to deal with that on a regular basis. So I commend you, Senpai, for handling it. And to be honest, Senpai is not alone. Like, if you go to lots of parts around LA that aren't exactly LA, they're still super congested. Like Long Beach, oh my gosh. It gets crazy around there. And that's not that far from me. We just happened to luck out with the current spot that we're in. I say that like I was around when it was picked. I was born here. Music lollipops taste so good. I have no idea what that is, CJ. Tell me, what is a music lollipop? Now I'm super curious. I have parking. Well, that's really helpful. Actually, is the parking assigned? Like, do you have to get a permit for your spot, or how does it work where you're living, Senpai? I don't mind walking as long as I can window shop at the same time. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's always nice to have things to look at, Panda. I totally get that. You know, it can be really challenging. I mean, you can see the only reason why I'm making it through this gameplay is because there's nothing but window shopping. You see what I did there? Right. Anyways, I'm going to make my way out of here. That's why no one visits me, specifically because of the parking. Yeah, it's a real challenge. It can be a real chore. It's a garage. Oh, I see. So you pay for parking in a garage. Got it. Basically, you flip a button under the connected line on the lollipop, then eat it, and it vibrates in your mouth, making you hear me. Oh, that's interesting. I've never... I need to look this up now. It's called a... music lollipop. All right, let's see what this looks like. Shift here. Okay. Music lollipop. What the heck? What kind of music does it play? Does it have to be royalty free? That's so interesting. I never knew such a thing existed. Cola Music Lollipop. Wow, that's so weird. It also comes with earbuds. That's so funny. I don't know if Zozie is still, she might be taking a nap, Panda, but I guarantee you she'd be more than happy to wear matching PJs with you. And the two of you would be the silliest together. I couldn't stand it. No, I'm kidding. It'd be just fine. I would enjoy hanging out with you and your attempts at trying to drive me crazy. It would be fantastic. All right, we are out of the pool rooms for now. We're going to keep moving about here. Many flavors and songs. Interesting. What was the last song that played for you when you got a music lollipop? If you were to try it, what flavor would you get? Probably anything strawberry or lemon. Oh, okay, everyone. I need everyone's full attention right now. This is it. This is the most important part of the stream right now that you're about to see, okay? If you are able to watch, this is my favorite part of the entire game in this room right here, okay? Behold. In fact, I would argue this may be one of the single most realistic looking textures in a video game that I have ever seen. You're about to witness, all right? I'm going to make sure I'm caught up on the chat before I walk in. Okay, music lollipops, awesome. Yes, I would try anything strawberry, lemon, maybe watermelon. I'm not a huge fan of apple or grape, but behold. Also, this does have music too, I believe. Here we go. I can't walk in all the way yet, otherwise it'll kind of ruin the effect. Right, but we have... Look at these stars in the sky, okay? Well, stars in the sky, quote unquote. We take that in for a moment. The nice neon green light, and then we step closer. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Right? But if I get closer, if you look at the horsies themselves, look at the detail on them. Like, if you told me this was a video that someone recorded on their phone of like behind the scenes of a theme park where, you know, it's an old ride or something, I wouldn't know that this wasn't real. I mean, maybe the motion blur would give it away a little bit, but depending on the type of camera, I'd be totally convinced that this was real. And what's crazy is that it's not like AI generated looking real. This was designed by a human being, a game developer. One game developer made this. It's just like, I feel you, Glory. I feel you. It's like all the if I could grow more Italian hands right now, I would. Video and VHS effect. Yes. It. Oh. And with the sky too, and the reflection of the light off the sky, it's amazing, amazing. Okay. I hate that we're moving on from this area. Carnival Ghost Train. But that's that section there. I think after this, it might be more hallways, and at some point I will play the full version of the game, and there are some incredibly beautiful spaces there that I'm excited to share with you. Again, this is the early access version. This came out in 2023. If you are interested in liminal spaces, you have Steam, you're playing on Windows, or maybe even Linux, it could be supported. This is my top recommendation for a Backrooms game. Hands down. Okay, so we're back to the hallways here. But we will be going into different hallways, so you'll see in a bit. In fact, there is kind of a cinematic moment that happens here. You guys will see that in a bit. And there's a place in this game, it felt like it was something straight out of a dream, where you run in these particular hallways, but it's a wide open space and it's unlit. But when you get to the edge of it, there's a bunch of lights, like you're looking out into a city, and it's very surreal. And if you step in the wrong space, you will actually fall, and you have to reload the game. But it's just one of the most interesting gaming spots I've ever happened across. All right, let's go under here. Are you familiar with the Roblox game Build a Boat for Treasure? I know it's just off the... No, that's totally... I appreciate you asking me that, Glory. I'm not familiar with that game, but I'm curious to hear more about it. Is that something that you've played recently? Sorry, oh, no worries, Zozie. Glad to have you back. Glad you're here. And I hope you had a really great call with Dad. Deja vu. Yes. You guys hear that hum? Gotta drive. Love you. Have a good... Love you too, Panda. Have a safe drive, and thank you for tuning in and hanging out. I appreciate you. Okay. I don't think there's really anything going on in here, so we're gonna make our way back to the elevator and head out. Now you think, oh, it's a block game. They make goofy boats, blah, blah, blah. No, they make anything but a boat. Wait, really? It's called Build a Boat for Treasure, but you don't make boats? Also, I'm sorry, CJ, you asked that question. I don't know why I thought Glory asked it. It's because the message was right before. Sorry. Yes. That's really interesting. They made a working computer with the coding in that game? No way. Is there an article on this? I have to look it up. Or maybe I just need to play the game myself. But the fact that they made a computer within the game is kind of... it's a little Inception. Oh, if you guys like liminal spaces, I think Inception actually features a lot of those sorts of places too. Inception and The Shining. I would say The Shining more so, but those are great examples. Oh, we're very close to the mall. We're now in the slightly more modern office space. To me, that's 80s back there, and then this feels more early 90s. Oh, this is nostalgic for me. You know what this reminds me of, chat? This hits close to home. My dad was a florist back when he was alive. He decorated for weddings, events, funerals, all sorts of things. He put together bouquets and flowers and that sort of deal. And so there were many times where I would go with him to a job and we would have to set up chairs. And that was a lot of work. We would set up a ton of chairs. But you know what that meant? That the spaces we were walking into when we were setting up chairs looked just like this. Completely bare, no decorations, no prep. It was set that way. What's up, Rana? How's it going? It was set that way because we needed to decorate with all of our own things. And now you guys are sort of making me come to a realization. Maybe part of the reason I love the Backrooms so much is not just the nostalgia of being a kid, but it's also the fact that I associate it with all the work I used to do with my dad. And to be quite honest, I did not like doing that stuff. It was a pain. Hey, Connor, you think you passed? Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Really, really glad to hear that. It must be a relief to be finally done with that test. I'm glad you feel confident about it, and I hope you got a good score. Really. That's great. But yes, this place is very special. Why were you clip farming? That's a very nice observation, Connor. Because this room in particular would look super sick in the background. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Tunes? How's it going? What's up, gamer? How are you? The carpet specifically reminded me of the work I used to do with my dad because he was a florist. So I wanted to stop for a second, kind of yap about that experience. That's why I was clip farming. But again, I'm very, very happy that you feel confident with that exam. And I know that pain, man. I struggled with math myself quite a bit. So, also, I'm sorry, CJ, I missed those messages. They made a robot as well, and the devs keep adding feature after feature. There's no limit in the game. And this is in Roblox? That's crazy. I was having a conversation a few streams ago with Dex, and he was talking about non-Euclidean architecture. Perhaps you were here for that. I don't remember. But it's basically where you walk around certain angles in rooms and the geometry of the room does not make sense because basically it's an illusion. If I were to walk on the right side of this pillar, everything on the left side would disappear when I hit the right side. We were watching videos on it. And I asked him if they could make something like that in Roblox, and he said there were some limitations with the game engine. So the fact that this game is what you're describing to me, CJ, is really interesting. I didn't know that that was even possible. And here we are, guys. We've made it to the mall. It's too bad Panda had to dip out. This is the real window shopping right here. Lindell. Let's check out some of these stores, shall we? I still find it hard to believe that children and teenagers are making these types of things in the... Yes, I know. I know. It is insane. I say this all the time. The younger generations, this is kind of opposite of what the typical boomer take is. Like, oh, there's no hope for the younger generation. Their minds have been so brain rotted. To be fair, that has been said for hundreds and hundreds of years. That is not new to the modern era. But my sort of perception is kids are getting smarter and faster than ever. I'm not going to walk down this way yet because I know that's just going to lead us to the next area. Your ad here. Make your brand visible to hundreds of people daily. Should I ask the developer to put my live stream on this one banner right here? I bet you people who have this game would actually check out the stream. They'd be like, that is so weird and so random. I have to do it. That would be crazy. Do a calculus problem. Yes. Hang on. Let me pull out my calculator. I'll do a calculus problem. I don't think I have done a lick of calculus in my whole life. Also, Zozie, remember when I went to that creepy storefront in the other version of this game? Look at these couches. Chat, we should all hang out in here without the lights on in this room. Definitely not creepy at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they started making their own games. Well, CJ, it's funny you mentioned that while we are playing this game, because as I've gotten older, and I've been a lifelong gamer, I have become quite jaded with the state of the typical AAA games that I'm used to playing, right? When I grew up, I played the new hot games that came out, which were like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty. I mean, they still make Call of Duty, Battlefront, all those sorts of things, but they don't quite hit the same as they did when I was a kid. And I thought a lot of that had to do with the fact that I was getting older and I just didn't have the same interest in video games that I used to. But to your point that you're making right now, I think a lot of the independent developers that are producing these games on their own that don't have a ton of support, they are being created from a place of true passion. And so I recognize some of the attributes in these modern games, these modern indie games that existed in the older AAA titles. So I hope what you're saying does happen. I think all the kids and teens that are super talented and smart and are experimenting with Roblox now, that are making games, I hope they're able to pull off big projects. All right, let's just walk down this way. Nice story about your dad. My mom wanted to be a florist, but she ended up not going for that dream. Ah, I see. I see. Yes, I mean, I will say, Glory, it was a challenging road. I would say in most cases, someone who is a florist typically has a shop or a place that they work out of, which my dad did. And that is another story, actually. He had a flower shop. He worked out of it with his sister, my aunt, and I don't remember all the details of the story, but I guess a group of people wanted that location and he was not interested in selling it to them. And so they actually came in and destroyed the entire shop, just ruined everything, broke everything. I have to ask my mom so I can clarify that story, because I think it would actually be an interesting thing to talk about in a video. But it was very traumatic for him, and he kind of gave up on the idea of a shop after that. And the reason why I told that story was because, like I was saying, a lot of people who run their own business, they have some kind of support, right? Like you have employees, you have equipment, you have all these kinds of things. But my dad, you know, he dealt with his own issues in regards to mental health. I didn't have a deep understanding of mental health back then. And I won't go down that rabbit hole today because there's a lot there. I just want to give you some context as to why he did what he did. And it was basically working out of the backyard totally solo. I mean, I would help him at certain points here and there, but to be quite honest, I wasn't really interested in being a florist. So he was doing most of the work on his own. And so it is a really, really stressful type of gig to do. I mean, any job that is your own small business can be super duper stressful. So, you know, your mom wanting to pursue that dream, I totally understand it. And I could also understand not doing it because it's really stressful. I also appreciate you sharing that, Glory. Thank you. You reminded me of that moment that I wanted to share. I ordered a 470 hertz OLED monitor, Alex. It's coming tomorrow. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. You have to tell me how you like it. Isn't it so funny, guys? I don't know if you're aware. You just reminded me of this, Tunes. A lot of people thought that the human eye couldn't see past, was it 24 FPS? Like that was the belief for the longest time. And here we are at 60 and 120, 144, 165, 240, 360, and you are now getting a 470 hertz monitor. I don't know if I would be able to see the difference with 470 hertz, but if you can, let me know. I'm genuinely curious to see what that looks like. Yeah, a lot of things we thought were boring when we were kids ended up being great memories. And that is the beauty and the tragedy at the same time, Gloria, that you brought up. I heard someone say that you never know when the good times or the golden age is happening until after it's gone. And it's true. You have no point of reference while you're going through it. There's so much uncertainty that's taking place that you can't say, oh, well, yeah, I'm going through the good times right now. You only know they're the good times looking back. There's something kind of bittersweet about that. And that's I'm really glad you shared that observation because it's so true. I just love their mindset and personality they give their games. Of course, of course. That is exactly how I feel too. I totally get that, CJ. And I'm glad you feel a sense of appreciation for that level of passion, because I have a feeling that that will reflect in your work too. You know, you're working on this roller coaster project, which I think is super cool. But the fact that you can express admiration for other people and their own projects, especially in gaming, says a lot about your character and the things that you value. So I'm really excited to see where you take that, to be quite honest. So sorry that happened. Having family shop sounds like, yeah, I was not around when that happened. This was before I was born. So I don't know what the shop looked like. In fact, now I want to ask my mom where it was, even if it's just a plot of land. I would love to see what that looked like. And you know, check that out, because that's just something I've never explored. There's a lot of things about my dad that I, you know, not to get too personal and too you know, sentimental about it, but everyone has issues in their family, right? And I definitely had my share of issues with my relationship with my dad, and of course some of that can't be resolved because he's not around anymore. I have to come to my own answers and my own conclusions. And I love this shade of peach. I just got to say that real quick. This is cool. Let's open this door. So what I'm trying to say with that, Glory, is just there are things I'm realizing now that I have to explore about myself, my past relationships, what I've experienced, and maybe engaging in that sort of literal way, like going to that place, would be a nice exercise. So I appreciate you making all of these really wonderful points and asking about that too. One day I'm going to make a Backrooms inspired game, not because you're playing one, just to try. Yes, I would. If you make it, CJ, tell me so I can stream it. Wouldn't that be a crazy full circle moment? Like if there was a clip of this conversation we're having right now. In fact, if you want, if someone in chat could clip this, I'll go back, take the clip, edit it later. Well, maybe it won't even be years. Maybe it'll be a few months before you're able to make a Backrooms inspired game. And we just flash forward to that moment. That would be super cool. What do you guys think of this room? This reminds me of some of the early spots where I would train parkour and free running. So like I can see a move right here. I could see two moves actually chained together. You have here's a great progression. Let me just nerd out about parkour real quick, okay? If you don't know how to wall run, this is a perfect ledge to wall run on. It's got a nice 90 degree at the top. Granted, this part slopes down, but it's 90 degrees right at the edge. It's a good height where you can practice trying to reach all the way up there, grab the ledge and hang. A step up from that would be standing on this ledge right here and trying to jump directly to the wall. Like you just stand there, jump, hang. And maybe that's too far. Maybe you can't just stand there and jump to that spot. Well, that's okay. What you can do is stand right here. You run, jump, bound, leap off of this ledge, and then try to grab the wall. You just go faster and faster until you're able to make it. I actually made a video on my personal channel talking about this exact move on Wednesday, which is kind of weird now I'm thinking about it. And then the final move I can see here is you could either do a vault over this like a Kong, land, seamlessly run, jump off this ledge, and then grab the top of over here. That would be kind of cool. Or if you're feeling really crazy, you could stand on top of this ledge, jump all the way to this one, and then seamlessly jump to that one. That would be really hard though, because so much of your energy is getting like sucked into this ledge here from absorbing this landing. That it would be hard to leap and then grab that. But I know some people could do it for sure. You could do a running, what'd you call it? Kong pre. So you just like vault over this, but you have so much force and momentum behind it. You land on that ledge. I know people who have done that. I've done a version of that. Definitely not this far though. And there isn't a lot of run up here, but anyways, that's my parkour nerd out for the day. Zozie, you do know how to do moves, actually. You do know how to do the most fundamental parkour move, which is a precision jump. Chat, if anyone thinks they can't do parkour, which I hear all the time. When I was training, I heard it all the time. Oh, I can't do that. That's way too hard. If anyone thinks they can't do parkour, I challenge you to go on YouTube, sorry, the red platform, and look up a precision jump. Just look up a precision jump. And you tell me if you can or can't do that. And maybe not even to the distance that the person in the video is doing it, like a tiny one. It could be as small as like from here to here. Tell me if you can't do that move. And if you are able to do it, well, guess what? You can do parkour. Parkour sounds so fun, but I feel like I've lost my mobility. Yes, depending on the level of it, it can be really challenging. And one distinction I would like to make in terms of what parkour really means, it doesn't necessarily have to be doing crazy flips, jumping across rooftops, doing massive... I like to think of parkour as a skill akin to swimming, okay? A lot of parents, when their kids are growing up, they have their kid take swimming lessons, not just for the enjoyment of it, but also for safety, right? Being able to swim is a really important skill to have. Oh, we are in a cutscene right now. I will get to my point in a moment. I just want to know what happens here. Is he going to be behind me? Oh my God, he is. Yep. I knew it. Oh no, we cracked our lens. Oh, great. Is that going to be there the whole game? Oh, I guess so. Can I even see where I fell from? Dude, that's a long drop onto a hard floor like that. That has been painful. Okay, back to the point I was trying to make. So a lot of parents will get their kids into swimming, not just for fun, but it's also a safety tool. Swimming is an important skill to have. Parkour, not necessarily at the forefront of people's minds when they think about it, but the reason why I think parkour is something to, at the very least, understand or have had a tiny bit of experience in is because, like swimming, it is simply a deeper understanding of your own body, the way it can jump, the way it can move at different speeds, walking, running, its interaction with space, with objects, hard objects, soft objects, all those sorts of things. That's where I think the value is. Oh, hang on. Before we take the tape, I kind of want to go through this way. And so parkour can be as basic as, do you know how to grab a ledge, right? Like just grab a ledge. Can you hoist yourself over something that's waist height? And I have worked with people who cannot do that. And that is a valuable learning lesson for them to understand their limits and how they can safely navigate around those kinds of obstacles. On the other hand, you have people who, like a lot of my students back when I was teaching, did not think they could do anything, any moves at all in parkour. They had a very, very like high level perception of the movement. Like, oh, it's these big sort of jumps that stunt people do. And then as soon as I showed them how to do sort of the baby steps, you know, the basic movements, clambering onto objects, which most people, some people can't do that. You know, that's outside of the scope of their mobility, and that's totally fine. But when you break it down to that, then they get really excited because they realize, oh, this is not as complex as I initially thought. And they have a greater confidence in their body and their own movement in a really profound way. That was one of my favorite things to witness as a teacher, was the sort of realizations that the kids had when they would try moves and be like, oh my gosh, I can actually do that. Which I totally lost my train of thought. So I started thinking about the back room. The back rooms just sucked my short-term goldfish memory down that hallway along this tape. But, oh, what I was going to say is the teachers that I had, the experiences I had were, I don't know how to do this. Like, I was someone who was afraid to even get on a roller coaster, and I ended up learning how to do a backflip. That was just the ultimate, oh my God, I didn't know that that was possible for me. And so I wanted to share that as much as possible. Sorry, I know that was kind of a long-winded way of describing parkour, but yeah, no, it's had a very profoundly positive impact on my life and others. And it doesn't have to be complex. Rome is the best. Aw, that's very sweet of you to say. I'll be honest, chat, I think we beat the game. I was not expecting this. I used to do tumbling. It was only for less than 2 years though. That's really awesome. Tumbling is now, those are really challenging skills to learn. There's very specific codification to tumbling. In the same way, I think like ballet, like the moves have to be so precise. So that's super impressive.
Is anyone in there?
Whoa. What? What, Zoe? I'm guessing. What am I guessing?
Go.
And if it is what I think it is, I love you too. Oh my God. We said it at the same time. All right. That's enough sap for this stream. I'm kidding. I love you too. Thank you for being here and being so supportive. Okay. I don't remember this part of the game. Why not? I don't remember this section. But I'm kind of excited because I was not expecting to get through this much this quickly. This is actually kind of similar to the way the base game plays out. But I don't remember the ending to this one. So this is going to be a new experience for all of us, actually. And I'm really excited to stream the new release to you now that we've technically gone through the majority of this. I can't believe we did it in 2 hours. Oh, I think this is it.
Wait. No.
Oh, yeah, we're still in the back rooms. Oh boy. He's losing his mind. What's up, Valen? How's it going? Good to see you. Oh, great. Everything is going out of control. Is this the complex? Yes, it is. Though I think we just beat it. We just finished it. However, I do... All right. Oh, you just finished it. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you played it. Yes, this is very creepy. Oh, I'm so glad. What did you think of the game, Valen? Also, am I saying that right? Is it Valen or Valen? I apologize if I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Just slow zoom on Research Institute. I have the recovered tape, so I'll probably play it this weekend. Oh, that's awesome. Vulin, got it. I will remember that. That's so cool. Okay, we did it. We played through the complex. Side note, Valen, I don't know if you're aware. So the version I just played right now is actually the early access version, which is different from the full release that has been available since June of 2025. Okay? And for anyone who's interested, there's tutorials on how to do this, but I'm going to show you real quick how to do it in case you are interested. It's very, very easy, as long as you own the game, of course. So if I go to my whatchamacallit, display here. All right, I'm in Steam and I have the Complex Expedition, the actual game. However, you can open up the Steam console and let me just search it real quick. So it's Complex Expedition Early Access. And we'll just briefly go over this. You can essentially get 2 versions of the game for free, which I think is awesome. We did the old version. I'm going to stream the newer version next time. And this is how you get access to the other one. You go to Windows R. Basically, you open the run input. The run window. You input this here, Steam, Nav, Console. And this guide is all available online. You just look up Complex Expedition Early Access. And then once you're in the console, all you do is input this code and it downloads to your computer. That's it. It's like a second game. And I'm so glad that I'm able to play both because it's more content that I get to share, more Backrooms things I get to experience, which I absolutely love. And yeah, I wouldn't have been able to show you guys that carousel section earlier if I did not have the original version. So highly, highly recommend. In my opinion, Skate is a very fun game, but it slowly gets boring. I have never played Skate, so I can't really have an opinion on it. The extent of my knowledge with that game is Jesus is in it, and he's constantly like doing this position while he's like skating around, and he's achieving inhuman heights with his jumps and like going down half pipes and things like that. That's the only thing I know about Skate. But I could see doing the same thing over and over again, getting kind of old after a while. I am actually going to end stream there, and that's perfect timing too. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Senpai is live. He is live. So if you guys can do me a huge favor, what we're going to do is we're going to raid Senpai's channel. I feel so bad. Alex has been streaming. Alex is really on top of the streaming. Can we give a shout out to Alex? I don't know if I can do it here. Let me test it out real quick. Shout out AXF_PLAG gaming. I don't know if this will work. But if you are on the purple platform, make sure you check out Alex. He's been doing an incredible job. But right now we are going to raid Dilf Zaddy, which he recently changed his name to. And I'm going to call it there. I was going to stream Escape the Backrooms today, but I just, it's kind of having an off week. So this was very enjoyable for me. Maverick, I appreciate you coming through the stream. Next time we will get some gameplay going there. Or if there are any other co-op Backrooms games you want to play, let me know. Maybe we can get those running as well. Valin actually gave me some decent suggestions, so I need to take a look at those too. All right. Now I need to figure out how the freak to do this. I think I have a Twitch window open. Yes, I can do it here. So if you guys could join me for this raid, I'd be very, very appreciative. I just need to remember how to spell his name. Is my music playing? Yes, it is. Awesome. And that will be on Discord. Cool. So just give me one sec while I set that up. Count, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming through and liking live. I'm actually just wrapping up right now, but we are doing a raid for the amazingly named Dilf Zaddy. So, all right, let's see if it came up. Aha, he's playing Marvel Rivals right now. So if you are interested in checking out some of that content, at the very least, you know, just drop by, say hi or something like that. And I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who tuned in today. You are so awesome, so incredible. I want to give a shout out to Rana, because my man has been hanging out for a long time in the chat, it looks like, on TikTok. And I wasn't expecting that. No messages, but thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Also, thanks for tuning in, Maverick. Appreciate you. Thank you, Valin. Thank you, Zaddy. Thank you, Zozy Panda, Glory, all the amazing people, CJ, for coming through. Tunes, you guys are the best. You're the reason today was such a fun stream to enjoy and good time to spend together. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this raid started. And yes, you enjoy your weekend as well. Really, really great to see you. I'll see you guys on Monday, more than likely. My schedule again is slightly in flux. Thank you for reminding me about that, Velen. Mondays and Fridays at 12 p.m. PST is the planned time, but you know, sometimes that changes. All right. I'll try to keep you posted, but that's what we want to stay consistent to. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get this raid started. It should be live in 7 seconds. And thank you guys for all of your support for my channel. And thank you for the love that you're going to show Zaddy here. Let's get it going. All right. Take care, TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.